Okay, we finished off with 9. So question 10 now. Inverse and composite functions. They are asking you for g of 16, which is g. This is g of 16. So alright, put 16 inside. So it's a cube root 2 bracket x is what number? 16 minus 5. Right, 2 times 16 was that 32. 32 minus 5, 27. Cube root of 27, which is just 3. It's only 1 mark anyways. The next one, they want hg. They don't just only want hg, they want hg inverse. First of all, what do we find out? We find out the hgx, hg of x, like this. So hg of x, what you got to say? Remember, the first letter is written, which is what is hx. h is 1 over x. So instead of x, you take that x out. So the first letter is written, remember, which is h. Instead of x, you put a bracket. And then you put g inside, which is what? Cube root of 2x minus 5. This is hgx. Can I simplify this? Not really. So we will just leave that here. Then we will say, okay, I got that. I want inverse. How to do inverse? In order to do inverse, you write y equals to, and then make the x the subject. So let's write it. Y equals to, what is it? 1 over cube root of 2x minus 5. Because I want that hgx. Yes, there you go. Then I would say, okay, I want to rearrange to make x the subject. So swap them around. So basically, I would put that, take that y, put it over here, and take this and then put it over here. Okay. So that will give you cube root of 2x minus 5 is equal to 1 over y. Just swap them all around like that. The cube root goes to the other side, becomes cubed. So that is 2x minus y, which is basically 1 cubed over, what is it, y cubed. But I already know what is 1 cubed is. 1 cubed is 1. Let me, okay, that's fine. We'll write like that. 1 over y cubed anyways. So what is 2x is? 1 over y cubed at 5. Then divide everything by 2. X is equal to, what is it? 1 over how many y cubed? 2y cubed. Plus, what is it? 1 over 3, not 1. 5 over 2. But I cannot leave my answer like this. Of course, I cannot do that. I have to rewrite it as in terms of x, remember. So we will write that hg inverse is equal to, hg inverse of x is equal to, what is it? 1 over, not 2y cubed, is 2x cubed plus 5 over 2 in its simplest form. Can we simplify it further than this? Not necessarily, no. So that should do. Okay, moving on. A straight line is the equation. Okay, this is a graph with another one. Algebra to find intersection. Whenever you see this word intersection, it's always simultaneous equation. This is quadratic simultaneous equation. Remember how to do quadratic simultaneous equation. Normally you make y the subject and then substitute. Y is already the subject here, and then you can substitute it in here. Or sometimes we tend to do y equal to y, or we do substitution, or we do, instead of y equal to y, you could do y squared equal to y squared. If I write y squared equal y squared, look at this. I could say y squared equal y squared. So I know one of the y is this. So what is y squared is 2x minus 5 squared. The other y squared, can you see, is actually that one. What's that? 6x squared minus 25x minus 8. The 2x minus 5 squared, I can kind of do it here. Minus 5 bracket 2x minus 5. That's 4x squared minus 10x plus 25. That's 4x squared minus 20x plus 25. So together 4x squared minus 20x plus 25, which is equal to 6x squared minus 25x, which is whatever that's on the top, isn't it? Just rewrite that. Good. Bring everything to the right hand side. So put 0 here. 6x squared minus 4x squared, which is 2x squared, minus 25x is no more plus 20x, is actually sorry, no more minus 20x, it's actually plus 20x. So minus 25 plus 20, which is minus 5x. Minus 8 minus 25, remember, because it's the opposite sign now, because it moves to the other side. I'll give you minus 33. Then I need to factorize this. 2 times 33. That's 66. Factors of 66, that makes 5. 5 times 11. You want minus 5, so minus 11 plus 5. So that will give you 0 equals 2x plus 5. 5 times 11 is not going to do that, isn't it? How bad. What's that? 6 times 11. How bad. 6. 6 times 11, 66. So plus 6 over here, okay? Bracket 2x minus 11, all divided by 2. 2 can divide this one. 0 equal x at 3. 2x minus 1, so 11. I can say x is equal to minus 3, or x is equal to 11 over 2. 11 over 2, which is basically 5.5. Next one. I want y value as well, remember. So what's the formula? Y equals to 2x minus 5. 2 times minus 3 minus 5. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. Y equals minus 6 minus 5 is minus 11. So I know one of my answer. X is... they want it like a coordinate. Okay. If they wanted coordinate, just put minus 3 comma. Y is minus 11. Next one. Y equals, what is that? 2x minus 5. Y equals 2 times 11 over 2 minus 5. Y equals to, I can cancel this 2 and this 2, divide them by 2. 11 minus 5, which is 6. So I got 11 over 2 and then 6 for the y coordinate. Yeah, x coordinate and y coordinate in that order. Okay, moving on. Question number 12. So this one is also quadratic simultaneous equations. Okay, and how do we do quadratic? Remember I said you can put y equal to y or y squared equal to y squared, or you make the y the subject and then substitute it. Obviously we can't make it the subject on this one, on the first one. You make it the subject over here. You don't really have to make y the subject. You can make x the subject. To be honest, if you look at it, 3x and 4y, both are very difficult, because when you try to make it x or y the subject, you go to divide it by a number. If you're making x the subject, you go to divide by 3. If you're making y the subject, you go to divide by 4. But then the key is, look at this. X squared, and I go minus 4y squared. The easier one is x squared, of course, because it doesn't have anything, no coefficient, no number in front of it. It's technically 1 anyways. So it's a bit easier. So I'll make the x the subject. Okay. So 3x is how many? 7 minus 4y. So it's a plus 4y. Go to the other side, minus. X is equal to 7 minus 4y. Always divide it like this by what number? 3. Then what do we have? We got x squared minus 4y squared. But x squared, what is x squared is? 7 minus 4y over 3. That is x, remember? And then we are squaring that. X squared minus, what is it? 4y squared, which is equal to 9. But I need to know what is 7 minus 4y squared over 3. Oh, I can just work out what is 7 minus 4y squared is, which is 7 minus 4y. 7 minus 4y. If I do that, that will give you 49. That is 7 times minus 4y is minus 28y. That's again minus 28y plus 4y times, minus 4y times minus 4y, that's a positive 16y squared. So let's put that together. What's a positive 16y squared? Minus 28y minus 56y plus 49. Okay, let's put that 16y squared minus 56y plus 49, all divided by, remember it's a 3 squared, because the over 3 I didn't do it on that side. I'll do it now. What's that? 3 squared is 9 minus 4y squared equals 9. If you look at it, I don't want this over 9 here, this thing, I don't want that. So what do you do? How do you cancel that? Easy, times it by 9, times it by 9, times it by 9. Yeah, like this. This will cancel. So all I end up with is 16y squared minus 56y plus 49 minus 4y squared times 9, that is 36y squared, equals to 9 times 9 is 81. 16y squared minus 36y squared, that is minus 20y squared minus 56y what is that, plus 49, but then move the 81 inside, which is minus 81. So 49 minus 81, which is minus 32. Okay, multiply everything by negative 1, so that means the sign of everything changes. So negative, so positive 20y squared. It's also a negative, change it positive, plus 56y. So negative 22, so negative 32, change it positive 32. Every single sign is the opposite because you're multiplying by negative 1. And I got 20y squared. I'll carry this one over here, like, you know, I'm going to carry it over here like this. Okay, let's see. Divide everything by what number? 4 is possible. Yes. Let's divide it by 4. If I divide everything by 4, look, what do I have? 5y squared plus how many y is that? 14y plus 32 by 4 is 8 equal to 0. Now I got to do 5 times 8, which is 40. Factors of 40, that makes 14. That's easy. 4 and 10 plus plus. That's a 5y plus 4. That's a 5y plus 10 all over. What number is it? 5, of course. If I can divide that, so that's 5y plus 4, y plus 2 equals 0, y equals minus 4 over 5, or y equal minus 2. Now, you got to know what is the x value is, but I already made the subject anyways. My subject is here, look, sub n here. So, x is equal to 7 minus 4 bracket minus 4 over 5 divided by 3. Plug it through a calculator. Mm. 17 over 5. So x is equal to 17 over 5. Other one, x is equal to 7 minus 4 bracket minus 2 all over 3. I can do that straight because that's minus 4 times minus 2 is plus 8 anyways. That's 8, 7 and 8 is 15 divided by 3, which is 5. Okay, so I'm just going to write the answers, finalized answers. X is 17 over 5, comma, your y is what is that, minus 4 over 5, or x is 5, comma, y is minus 2. Okay, good. Next one. Ray had card numbers numbered from 1 to 9. Okay, cool, that's fine. Ray takes a card at random 3 of this card. Okay, obviously it's a non-replacement. Okay, so he's going to take one, take one, take one. So it's 9. Then when he take one, it becomes 8 because 1 is gone. Then when you take another one, it becomes 7 because one of that is also gone. He works out the sum number of the card in the result. He works out that the probability is, because the probability the answer will be an even number. Okay, you're doing a sum, are we? Okay. How you got to have 3 cards. You got to add 3 cards to get an even number. How is that possible? Okay, let's check. So you can either go even number. Let's put a capital even. If you got even plus even, that will give you an even number. That's good. What else? You could go even plus odd. Okay, that will give you an even anyways. You could go even. Can do that. You could go odd, even, odd. You could go odd, even. Yeah, I can't do. Can I do even, odd? No, then that's just an odd. Can I do all odd? No, that won't work as well. So these are the only way it will work. Okay, so this is or. Okay, let's check the even and odd numbers. How many even numbers are here? Total I know is 9 numbers. How many even? 1, 2, 3, 4 even. So 4 out of 9. How many odds are there? Of course, it's 5 out of 9 because the total has to be 1, right? So that's 5 out of 9. Yeah, you can count the numbers if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odds. That's why it's 5 over 9. Right, let's do this one. Even. So we start with the even, which is 4 over 9 times how many? 1 even is gone. So that is 3 over 8 now, times another even, 2 over, how much is it? 7, because it keeps reducing. So this is a 9, okay? Or means plus. Okay, let's start with the even number. How many even? 4 even. 4 over 9 times the odd. Odd stays still 5, so that's 5 over, no more 9, it's just 8. Times another odd, 5 becomes again 4, because one of the odd is gone. 7 plus. We start with the odd, which is 5 over 9 times. I need an even. How many are even? 4. 4 out of 9 even. So not 9, how many? 8, sorry. Times another odd. Remember, one of the odd was there, which is 5, but it's gone, so it's again 4. 7 plus. We start with the odd, which is 5 out of 9 times another odd, so no more 5, it becomes 4, because 1 is gone, times 8. The even, how many even are there? It's 4 still. 4 over 7. Right, so I'm just going to do the denominator. 9 times 8 times 7. If you do that, it's 504. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Plus 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 4 is 80. The denominator is same, no? 987. If we multiply that, it's same number. What's that? 80. Can you see the all these three are 80, because it's just a different way of writing them down, isn't it? Or 2 odds and 1 even are here, so these are all same kind of numbers. Can you see 80 and same thing, right? Here, same thing, because it's just a different way of writing anyways. Let's add it. That's 240 if I add all the 80s, and then 200 plus 24. Divide that by 504. It gives you 11 over 21. That's the final answer. You plug it on a calculator. Okay. That's the probability of even number. Good. If they want the odd number, then what do? 1 take away this one, which basically makes it what? 10 take away 21. Next one. Quadratic sequences. Yep. Remember, quadratic sequences, what do we do? Here and here, here and here, here and here. Let's just do these 3 is enough. That's 6, remember. That's a 10. That's 14. How much is that? That's a 4. That's also 4. You don't need to do the whole thing. This is enough. That number, that number, that number. That's our focused. 2a. 3a at b. A at b at c. Alright, let's start with the 2a. 2a is 4. A is 4 divided 2, which is 2. Good. 3a at b is, what's our number? 6. 3a, 3 times 2, which is 6. 3 times a is 2, you know. B, this is 6. Take away the 6, so b is what? 6 take away on both sides, that's 0. Next one. A at b at c equal to what's the number? Is minus 1. A I know is 2, B I know is 0. Let's see, equal minus 1. That's still 2 anyways. Take away 2, take 2 out, that can cancel. C is what? Minus 3. So what is my equation? Remember, the equation is normally an squared plus bn plus c. Okay? So 2n squared plus 0n minus 3. But remember, we don't need to write 0n, so it's technically 2n squared minus 3, and that's my answer. It's an easy 3 mark to get. Okay. Good. Moving on. Last one. Iteration question. Show that something has a solution between this and that. Before you do this, it's a 2-mark question. You must make sure it is equal to 0. Good, it is equal to 0. Otherwise, you make it equal to 0. Okay. It has to be equal to 0. If it's not, you have to make it equal to 0. Okay. It's equal to 0, so we are fine. Let's start. We substitute x is 0. What is it? 0 cubed with a bracket. 5 bracket 0 minus 4. Plug it down in a calculator. It will be a calculator paper, of course. What's the answer? Minus 4. Then what number do you substitute? X is 1. 1 cubed plus 5 bracket 1. We're substituting this equation, by the way, yeah? Minus 4. That's 2. Can you see this is a negative answer? this is no a positive, technically a positive answer anyways, right? So what do you say? There is a change in sign. You got to say the statement, okay? Otherwise you don't get the mark. So has a solution between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. Simple. Okay. Right. If you're looking at this, how are they making this one? Look, I'll show you a couple of ways of doing it. Okay. For the part B, it's normally 1 mark, 2 mark. It depends how easy it is. They are making one of the x subjects, so it doesn't. You don't have to have all x's on one side. They're just trying to make. So I'll just show you the easy route. If it's x cubed plus 5x minus 4, I'll show you a couple of ways. Okay, you see. If I take this x cube here, that will give you, what is it? Not 5x, minus 5x. Not minus 4 is a plus 4 because it jumps at equal sign. X is, what is it then? Cube root of minus 5x plus 4. I'm just showing you this, but in an exam you go to realize which is straight, and then you just without guessing you should do that. Okay, so this is not the way. So they might ask you something like this as well. Okay, next one, x cubed plus 5x minus 4 equals 0. I'll keep the 5x here. I'll move everything out. So you know the minus 4 becomes 4. No more x cubed. It's a minus x cubed. Then what? X is what? 4 minus x cubed over 5. It's not even that one. So, okay, I'll show you the correct one. So what you do, you cube x cubed plus 5x here. Move the minus 4 other side, so it's a positive 4. We can factorize x out of it. So what is it? X squared plus 5 equals to 4. Keep this outside x here, equals to, what is it? 4 over, what is that? X squared at 5. There you go. That's the one. Okay, I'll show you the other 3 ways, because normally depending on each question they ask you one of these. Okay, remember. Next one, iteration. How many times the iteration needs to be done? X naught is 0. Okay, understood. Twice. Okay, that's not bad. To find an estimate solution for this answer. Okay, so remember, x naught equals 0. Well, first I need to do x1. You write the formula first. The formula is here. Not that one. It's here. What is that? 4 over xn squared. What is xn? Is x naught squared. Because we are doing x1, so it must be x naught here. Plus 5. I'll leave like that. Let's do the other one. x2, which is 4 over x. If I'm doing x2, I do x1 here. x1 squared plus 5. Some people have a tendency of writing answer here, but it doesn't matter. Then I know they're asking twice. If they are, I know they said twice. If they ask you for 3 times, I'll show you. 4 over. No, because it's x3, I will do x2 squared plus 5. And I'll get the answer. Okay, you don't really need that here, but if you did, you're right. Okay, right. Okay, this is where the whole thing comes on the calculator. So you go into the calculator, and what is my x? The beginning answer, x naught is 0. So you press 0 because of this 0, and you press equal to. Okay, that stores it as my answer. Then what I do, I put the fraction 4 over x naught squared. X naught is, so you put the answer key squared plus 5. You plug that, which gives me an answer of 4 over 5. And you press the equal sign straight, that will give you an answer of 100 over 141. The estimate for that answer, you only do it twice. There you go. This is my answer, 100 over 141. Okay, if they ask you for x3, if I press it equal, can you see it gives me like a decimal, 0.7268771994. If it's like a decimal, you write all the decimal. This is for technically an x3, but I'm not doing that because they only said twice. Because they gave me x naught, I'm doing x1 and x2. Okay, twice. Okay, that should be the whole of 15 questions. Okay, good.